Hello, I'm Sebastian and I'm the creator of Studio for Education. I will show you how to create your first IoT workshop with a few elements. We can use for this Grav sensor and the ST board. I will use the F042K6 for this one. Communicate through the Wi-Fi the different temperatures thanks to the DHT11 sensor, and use a bar graph to locally show the temperature. I will use this graph. This is a graph shield for an Arduino Nano, but I will use this with the ST board. For the ST board, you need to put the USB port in the other sense. It's not the same as the Nano. So I already prepared this, and so I need to put the Wi-Fi on the port digital pin 6 and 7, and then the temperature sensor on the 5, and the last bar graph on the next port. This is because I already prepared everything, and so I will load the file with the right pins. So this is okay. So the USB cable show that it seems to work. So we will verify through my program. Because I need more information, I will change the skill level to number 2 or 3, because in the last part I can be able to use a special editor, and then we can access more information. So I will load my file. Everything is prepared. So in this file, the number of pins is important, so you need to first to select the board, because we have a different drop down, and the drop down needs to know the board you want to use. So if now I load, everything will be okay, because now the blocks can use the board definition to show the different drop down information. Like you can see on the bar graph, it's on pin 6. So you have to use the Wi-Fi ESP library to use the Wi-Fi, and then to send an HTML page to your browser. So the different sensors are connected on the right pins, as I explained before. So the idea is to show locally the temperature sensor divided by 3, because it's only 10 level. So I will try to upload this, but of course we need to select the port, because we have different USB port, or maybe you can have different board on your system. So you just have to select. So on the right bottom of the software, you can see which board is selected and which COM port. And then you can show and try the upload again. And of course I will show that it won't work, because you have some things to prepare first to set up. So in the compiler, you have to select your compiler toolchain, because this is the ST board. You have to get this name and then put to install the toolchain, or just click on the button to automatically select and download everything you need to compile the code and send it to the board. It could be long, so this is a time lapse. You will test on your computer. So the toolchain 220 is installed, so I can try the upload. But of course, it's not possible, because I did not compile the sketch before. Before uploading, you need to verify and compile. So during the compilation, you can see that there is a problem with this library. So this is to show you how to install a new library. I use this simple DHT library, so I will ask to Arduino CLI if something with this name is known, and I try to download it. If I just write DHT, I will have all the libraries with the keyword DHT. As I ask only simple DHT, this is the name, and this is the official name that you need to use to ask the library installation. So this is okay. Now I will try again the compilation. So this could be quite long if it depends of the boards, the libraries you use, your computer, everything. So I will do a new time lapse and then show you when it's okay. So the X file with the machine code is in the computer, and then you can upload this on the board. So I will show you the board has the right program, but it's not useful directly. You will need to reset the board before. So I will show you, because if we try to use the serial monitor to communicate with the board, you will first verify if the board is selected. You will have the drop down with all the different speed of the board, and then see in your program which is the right speed. So this is the one, and then if I open port, I will have nothing. So you will have to reset the board, as you can see, and then we have information here through our serial monitor. So it tries to connect to my Wi-Fi with the different name and password, and then when it launches the Wi-Fi server thanks to the library Wi-Fi ESP. So the server is listening on port. With Chrome, I will use the HTTP, not HTTPS, no security now, just an example. And so I will ask to the board to send me information. Okay, so I have information from my board, and then my board send back an information on the HTML page. As you could see, it writes information from the browser. My browser said a lot of things, and then my SD board send back information like the temperature sensor, the variable which uses in the DHT sensor. So of course I send a refresh every 20 seconds. That's why everything is moving. And to ask information, and then the request number is evolving. So if you want to create the same things, you will have to choose to see the graph category, because you can show or hide whatever you want to simplify the UI. So this is the sensor I use, the actuators or communication. This is the board, and then this is for the use of the Wi-Fi ESP library. And then if the board is selected, you can have this kind of blocks, and then for the time we need, because in this kind of exchange between the browser and the board, we need to make some delay per few moments. Because it's a quite huge program, you can clean and simplify the UI, because as you can see, it could be quite long. So it will be your work to create a specific function or not to send information. As you can see, this is just line by line. So I will change something, because I'll send the temperature. So I will just change the text. And then again, launch compilation. And after that, the upload in the board. So this is just a simple IoT example. And so my new version will be sent. So you just have to be aware that, as you can see, the glasses are still yellow, so my software is still communicating with the boards. And sometimes with boards there is a conflict. It depends on the boards. So sometimes you will have to stop serial monitor before uploading. So in my case there is no problem, so I will reset my board, then open port again, and everything works. This is okay, and I already have my browser that is communicating thanks to the refresh code before with the new information.